the picture for this week is going to be on Sunday. Me and this girl went down to St Kilda Beach. We were fucking got it in our heads that we were going to go get calamari. And I was like, there's no way to get calamari. We got to go down to St Kilda. And so we went down. What a fucking ordeal. You know when you get food and you're like, okay, I got to pee for it. Like, you just want it to be, the experience needs to, you don't want to eat your food after we've been waiting. We caught the tram down to St Kilda and just been like building up to this, like, okay, we got calamari. We got calamari, chips, a fucking barramundi burger, and fish tacos. It was a feed. And we like walked down to the grass from the van where the food comes out of, when they drive the van around to different places and catch calamari off of cliffs. No, it's where they cook it, stupid. We got the food from the van and then we walked down to the beach to like the grass just back from the beach and we're like, find a nice spot. But then she was like, I got to pee. And I was like, fuck it, I got to pee too. And there's nowhere around and it's a pandemic. So all the places have lineups to get in. So I'm like, oh. And we kind of made this decision of like, it wouldn't be right. We've been waiting all day to eat this food. We can't eat it. And the whole time just be thinking about how we need to pee. Like that's not the experience that I want. We've come this far. We can wait a little bit more. So I walked us up to the beach. I walked us? Yeah, I did all the work. We walked together. Why do I need to take credit? I walked us. She was there. She was lucky to have me, to be honest. She was lucky to have a man like me to take charge of the situation and walk myself, up to the beach. We walked together. I felt like I was in charge in that moment is what it was. I really felt like I was like taking charge. But I don't know. She'd probably have something to say about that. There I go again. We walked. Come on, Aidan. We walked together as a team up to the beach and then set our shit down and she went off. There was like a little kind of, I was like, it looks like a toilet is over there. So she goes into this place and immediately I see the fucking gulls circling, looking at that fucking food. And I started kind of, comedy's coming back and I'm like trying to get her ready to understand all these different dynamics and these people that she's going to meet now that we're about to start doing gigs again. And there was one comic who I'd fucking shown her. I don't know, there's one comic who, when I think of this person, I think of a seagull. It's just God, I love bitching about people, man. And I'm really going to try my best from now on to not name names on this podcast because I don't think that's like a classy thing to do. But boy, will I make illusions. And this one cunt is just a little wormy rat and they make me think of a seagull. And so when she came back, I was like, insert this person's name. I was calling the seagulls that person. I was like, let's say their name was Goran McGoran. I was like, all the fucking Goran McGorans are out here trying to take our food. She was like, oh no, all the Goran McGorans. So I put the blanket over our food, and then when she came back, I went in to pee. And then because we couldn't stay there, we had to take the food that was still I hadn't eaten a fucking bit. I think we both silently made a pact of like, I'm not going to eat any of this food until we are in the area where we need to be. That's going to be perfect for this experience for us to enjoy because we've waited so long. And we fucking did it. It was important and special and romantic. We waited and it was everything that I hoped it was going to be. That's the thing with calamari is it doesn't really, and like fish and chips and shit, like it doesn't need to be piping hot, It's not soup or, I don't know, a fire. Or like an oven or an engine or, what other things need to be hot? Anyway, Doesn't need to be that hot, does it? You can just have it be tepid because it's the flavour and really just the experience. What does that mean? I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is I don't need my calamari to be hot. It can just be like lukewarm and I'll still enjoy it just as much as long as it's not soggy. And it wasn't. It was really good. And I think that's the end of the story, to be honest. We did it.